morning, it's Coreen here. Just wanting to come to you today and chat a little bit about emotional or binge eating. This is something that a lot of people struggle with, and I would absolutely love to help people discover that they do not need to suffer, that they can move through this and into a healthier mind space. So when it comes to emotional eating or binging, the first thing you need to do is ask yourself specifically what is going on, right? What are these thoughts about eating? This idea of needing to eat, like where is it coming from, right? Where does it originate from? So I'm not sure whether or not you're aware or if you've heard before, but we actually have lower brain activity that has created this habitual nature for us to respond to stress by going to food, right? So this is something that is like a habit. We turn to food or binging because it's an automatic thought. It's part of the thought habits that we've created, and they've probably existed for some amount of time for you, right? Lots of times these things started when we were very young, whether we were maybe in emotionally immature homes, or if we actually had traumatic events, or maybe we were given food as a reward for a certain behavior at a very young age. Whatever it is, it's created a wiring in our brains. So it exists, it's very real. It's not something that you can pretend doesn't exist, but what we need to do is look at it and see what's going on. So you may even have an overwhelming sense that you need food, that it's something that you really, really need, because this has been something that is happening for a long time. So your lower brain is going to want to create that. It's served you, and it has served you for a long time. So the habit, the pattern is going to be, this is what you do because it serves you. You take the food, you eat the food, and you feel better momentarily most of the time, because usually it's offered with a side plate of guilt and shame and all the rest that comes after it. But the reality is you give in, and it serves that purpose. That reward system has been met. So what do we need to do, right? We need to take a look at what these thoughts are, right? These thoughts, they're indulging, they're encouraging thoughts, and they look different for everybody. But lots of times our brain plays tricks on us, and it's like, oh, well, you worked hard today, you deserve this treat, or you've been really lonely, and having that bowl of ice cream is just going to make you feel really good, so you should allow yourself that. You're so bored, like, why not have something to eat? I don't know, what's another one? Maybe something like you worked really hard, you got this promotion at work, so you deserve to celebrate, right? There's all sorts of ways that our brain is going to trick us into believing that we should reward ourselves this way, because it is so ingrained in our nature, right? So what we need to do is we need to start looking at that and recognizing that we are not our thoughts. Just because we have a thought doesn't mean we have to give into that thought, right? It's just that. We can witness the thought and we can deny the thought. We don't have to give in. We don't have to have that food. So if we can start to deny those urges, we can step back and we can say, what is going on here? What am I feeling? What do I need to experience? And maybe get in to those emotions. Get inwards. Take a look. Maybe you set yourself a new pattern. So instead of going to food, you commit to yourself that when you have that urge or desire, you're going to deny it, and then you're going to do something else to replace that choice. So maybe that's going for a walk, maybe that's running up and down the stairs, maybe it's going to your journal and trying to journal what it is that you're feeling or experiencing. Those are some really practical things to do. You can choose to accept or attack. So accept the fact that this is what I'm feeling. I don't have to go in. This is going to pass, and be okay with that. Or you can choose to attack it. Like, why am I feeling this? What is truly going on? I want to get to the bottom of what it is, right? So you can get comfortable with your feelings. If it's loneliness, if it's, boredom, if it's excitement, whatever it is that you're feeling, really allowing yourself to connect to those feelings, experience them, right? So take this and start to practice it. It doesn't have to be overly complicated. Just choose initially that you don't need to give into your thoughts. Recognize what is going on. Start a small practice of what it is that you can do to replace it. And just start there. So if you're needing support or help in some way, I'm always here. I'm a food addiction counselor. I'm a health and wellness coach. Feel free to reach out to me, and I would absolutely love to help you in any way I can. Have a fantastic day.